In today's video, I'm going to show you how to use grid snapping in Tinkercad so you can move, align, and rotate objects with much better control. Whether you're working on a simple beginner project or building a more precise 3D model, grid snapping can save you a lot of time and help you avoid small placement mistakes. If this tutorial helps you out, make sure to hit like and subscribe for more easy software guides. Now, let's jump right in. When you open Tinkercad and enter your work plane, take a look at the bottom right corner of the screen. This is where you'll find the snap grid setting. It usually shows a number like 1.0 millimeters, and that number controls how far objects move each time you drag them. If you want very precise movement, click the Snap Grid button and choose a smaller value, like 0.1 millimeters. This is great when you need fine adjustments and want parts to line up perfectly. If you're working faster and don't need super exact placement, you can choose a larger value, like 5.0 millimeters. That makes objects move in bigger jumps, which can be helpful for rough positioning. And if you want to move objects freely without snapping at all, you can select Off. That gives you complete freedom, although it's usually best used only when you really need it. After setting your grid snap value, try clicking and dragging a shape around the work plane. You'll notice the object now follows the spacing you selected, which makes it easier to keep everything organized. This is especially useful when you're building things that need consistent measurements or when you're trying to line up multiple parts. Next, let's talk about snapping during rotation. This is another really useful feature in Tinkercad, and it works a little differently for movement. When you click on an object and grab the rotation handle, you'll see two rotation rings. The inner ring snaps in larger steps, usually 45-degree increments, which is perfect for fast and simple rotations. The outer ring allows finer control and snaps in 1-degree increments, giving you much more precision when you need it. So if you want a quick turn, stay closer to the center. If you want a more exact angle, drag farther out on the ring. This little trick is extremely helpful when you're aligning parts, adjusting angles for design fit, or preparing a model for 3D printing. Now, if you want to change the size of the grid itself, Tinkercad also gives you that option. Click the Edit Grid button next to the snap settings. From there, you can choose a preset grid size, or even type in custom dimensions. For example, you could set it to 100 millimeters by 100 millimeters if you want the workspace to match your 3D printer's build plate. This is a really smart move when you're designing something meant to fit within a specific print area, because it helps you visualize the final size of your project much more clearly. Once you adjust the grid to match your needs, it becomes much easier to plan your layout, space out objects, and keep your project under control from the very beginning. So to quickly recap, use Snap Grid for movement precision, use the rotation rings for angle control, and use Edit Grid when you want to customize the overall workspace size. These three tools together make Tinkercad much easier to use, especially if you want cleaner, more accurate designs. If this video helped you learn something new, please hit the like button and subscribe for more Tinkercad tutorials and beginner-friendly CAD tips. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.